Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to draw Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. So we're actually going to start with the gauntlet. So we're going to put that towards the center of our paper. So we're going to start with the stones first. So right about the center of your paper, over off to the side just a little bit, I want you to go ahead and draw a circle about that big. Then I'm going to put four more circles on here, and I want them to kind of go down at an angle. So I'm going to put the next circle right here. Leave a little bit of space in between them. Another one right here. And then another one right here. They're kind of going down at an angle just a little bit. Then I'm also going to put another circle down here for the thumb. Okay, so after you have that, then what we're going to do is I'm going to draw another ring around each one of these just to kind of show where the stones are going to sit. So I'm going to start at the top of this circle, and I'm just going to make a circle that goes right around it, and I'm not going to close it off all the way. Then I'm going to do the same thing. This one I'm going to start on the circle and draw it around. This next one I'm going to start off to the side and end it right about there. And then this next one, I'm going to just kind of draw around it a little bit like that. And then over here, I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of draw a circle around it. Just kind of make it look like they're sitting inside the glove. Next, I'm going to start with his fingers. So I'm going to start in between the circles, and I'm going to draw up and then come around and draw real close to the circle. Then I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to draw up, then around, and then just end right there. This one I'm actually going to draw a little bit of a curved line like that. Then I'm going to go up, then around, and then just kind of end by this finger. And then this one I'm actually going to start right here and just kind of make a big sad face that's going to kind of come down and go right around the edge of that stone. Now, over here what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around the stone, and then I'm actually going to go out a little bit like this. Then I'm going to draw a curved line that just kind of comes back to that stone. My next step is starting on this line, I'm going to make a big curve that comes around and ends here. It's going to start out big and then get smaller. So I'm going to start here, go around, and then come back to the stone, just like that. Next one I'm going to do is I'm going to go out with like a curved line and then come back underneath this stone. So I'm going to go out just a little bit, kind of curve around, and then come down like this. A little bit of a crazy line there. Now this next one, I'm going to take this line and I'm going to kind of go down a little bit at an angle and then curve up. So I'm going to go around this stone, I'm going to go down and then curve in and then just bring it up a little bit like that. Then I want to finish off the gauntlet. So I'm going to make a couple little lines like this just to show some different folds. And then a couple over here, just like this. Then I'm going to draw a line that goes out, and then another line that goes out like this. Now, after I have this, I'm going to draw a straight line like this. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Then I'm going to go down just a bit. And then I'm going to try kind of curve my line a little bit. Give it just a little bit of a curve on each side. Then I'm going to draw a square in here. So I'm just going to go up with my two lines and then connect them at the top. Then I'm going to repeat this pattern in here. So I'm just going to redraw this pattern that I just drew. I'm just going to redraw the whole thing just like that. Then I'm going to make a small square here and a small square on this side. And I'm just going to connect this square right here. And then I'm just going to connect this with a big curved line all the way across like that. Now I want to put another stone right here in the center. So I'm going to make, this time, more of an oval shape. And then I'm going to draw another oval that goes right around it like this. Now I want to draw a few lines in here, so I'm going to make a few lines come across like this. And then I'm going to bring some of these lines up a little bit. I want it to kind of look like there's some folds. And we're going to throw another one right here. Then I'm also going to add a few lines in between each one of these stones. Then I want to give this glove a little bit of some more details. So I'm going to add just a few lines on each one of these fingers, just to kind of give it a little bit more detail and a little bit more depth. So I'm just going to add some of these little lines on here. You kind of make some of them break up, some of them kind of stop and start in different locations. And just make sure all these lines kind of come back towards the stones, like that. So that's going to be the basic shape of the glove. Now what we want to do is we want to actually draw Thanos' face. So we're going to make his face a little bit smaller, and we want it to be kind of behind this glove. So we're actually going to work backwards a little bit. We're actually going to start with his mouth, just so that we can get everything laid out. So to draw his mouth, I'm going to keep it pretty close to the glove, just a little bit above. And I'm going to make kind of like a squared off sad face. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to make this line come across and then go back down like that. That'll be like the bottom of his mouth. Then this next one, I'm going to draw a line up and another line up. And then I'm going to draw kind of like a stretched out M shape. I'm going to make this side just a little bit higher than the other side. Make it look like his mouth is moving a little bit. Now, after I have this, I'm going to draw the outline of his jaw. So I'm going to make kind of like an S shape that's kind of really stretched out and bring it back to here. And then just kind of do the same thing over here. We're just going to get the whole face laid out before we do all the details. Now, right above his nose, right above his mouth, we want to add the nose. So to do that, I'm going to make a small V shape like this. Then, actually, let me curve these up just a little bit. Then I'm going to start right here and kind of curve around like this, and then do the same thing on the other side. Now, to make this, we're going to make kind of like another really big M shape above his nose. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to curve around, go up, kind of make that M shape, and go around like this. Now for the eyes. We're going to make his eyes look like they're kind of hidden in the darkness of his helmet. So we're going to kind of stretch them out, And I'm just going to put a small circle on this side of his nose, and then another circle on this side. Kind of spread them out. Then we're going to make the shape of his helmet. So, starting above the nose, I'm just going to make a sad face like this. And then I'm just going to make a happy face right on top of it, almost kind of like a boomerang shape. Now for his helmet, starting right here, I'm going to make a curved line, and I'm going to go all the way around the eye like this. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side, just kind of curve around and go around the eye. Then I'm going to curve this up towards the top of my paper. So I'm just going to curve this all the way to here. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here, just kind of curve it all the way up towards the top of my paper. Then what I want to do is I want to make this pointy and bring it all the way back down to here. So I'm just going to kind of swoop down to that line I drew, and then swoop this back down to this line. Then we want to draw the top of his head. So just starting here, make a big curved line that just goes from one end to the next. Now, I want to draw his cheeks. We're going to be making it look like he's kind of in the shadows. So to draw his cheeks, start right here by the eye. And we're just going to go curve around like this and then come back right there. And then on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of like a sideways M. And then we're going to make that same shape. We're going to curve around, come up a little bit, and then go down like this, like where his cheeks are going to be. Now we want to draw the outside of his helmet. So starting right underneath this eyepiece, I'm just going to make a small smiley face, and then the same thing over here. Then his helmet's going to go out, and then it's going to curve back in. So I'm going to go down at an angle, and then I'm going to curve back, and then come straight down like this. I'll do the same thing on this side. I'll go out at an angle, and come back in, and then just go straight down. Then I want to draw that exact same line on this side. So I'm going to do that same thing, make it a little bit bigger in some spots, and then just connect it. Then do the same thing on this side for his helmet. Then I'm going to finish off the helmet just by drawing this line here and then just kind of angling it off. And then doing the same thing over here, draw this line out and then kind of curve it right back. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a few little details where we want to put, we're going to be putting lots of black in here. So we're going to add just some few details where we want to see some other little extra texture and different things. So I'm going to make some different lines in here by his mouth. He's got, that really weird looking chin. It's got all those different lines and marks on it. So we're going to put some of these different lines like this right on there. I'm going to add a few more lines in here. Some different things. Now, right above his mouth, we're going to draw like his upper lip. So starting right at the mouth, I'm going to kind of curve in here. And then I'm going to curve this line all the way up to here and bring it down like part of his lip. Then I'm just going to make some zigzag lines around here and kind of bring this up and just come around here like this. Then I'm going to add some more of those little lines and different things just to show some different types of texture. Next, we're going to add the teeth. So to do the teeth, we're just going to start off with a line that separates the top from the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of do the same line that I did for the mouth. And then instead of drawing all the teeth, we're just going to add a few lines. Some can go all the way down to this line. Some can kind of stop. You can draw some of them just the entire teeth, or you can just draw a few little lines too. It's kind of up to you at this point on how you want to make the teeth. Put a few more lines just in here for the teeth. Then you can always come in here and you can add extra lines and different things. I'm going to do a little bit of shading and whatnot with my black marker when I come in here, but you can always add some more texture and details in here. So this is the basic shape of Thanos and the glove. Now when I start coloring it, I'm going to be using black, and that's going to kind of bring in everything, and you'll see some more detail. That's why everything looks a little bit kind of crazy and spotty right now. So I'm going to speed this up and start coloring, and you guys can always slow it down to kind of follow along if you guys want to add your own details, different things, whatever you want to do. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.